In this video, I'm going to spend 100 days creating all the trailers for Poppy Playtime 3 inside Minecraft. Right here in front, I've separated the trailers for Poppy Playtime that I want to make. And I'm going to start by making the first official trailer from Mob Games. So let's go there to make this trailer. And for that, I'm going to divide it into 12 scenes. The first thing that shows up in the trailer is this blue mansion with a Poppy statue on top. The mansion that appears there is the Home Sweet Home. So I started by building it here in Minecraft. I made a base to put the house on top, like a sky and some grass. I made the mansion, the parts with its wall, kind of a green wood, the roof. I put the outside decorations, and the mansion was ready and very beautiful. And the first trailer scene is ready, which is this house here. Up here, there is the stone Poppy, which is a statue. And as you can see in the Poppy trailer, it's just a camera zooming in on the house, showing it from a distance. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come here in the Blockbuster mod, then I click here to add a camera, and I can move with this camera, rotate it, etc. So I'm gonna stop about here, then I create another camera and get a bit closer. The result of the camera movement was like this. It zooms in until it reaches the house. This here is the original scene, and this is how my scene in Minecraft turned out. This trailer is gonna be a lot of work because there are many scenes that appear for a short time in the trailer. Let's go to the next one. Now the next scene we're going to create will be the Playcare nursery bed scene. There are all these broken beds and stuff. We have to walk inside with the grab pack in our hand. What will be more difficult will be making the scene. So that's what I did too. I created the whole scene using kind of an empty room, mini blocks to make the broken details, and I spread lying beds on the floor of the map. And the result was very good. And look how the scene turned out. It was very beautiful. As I had said, I really like these details here on the floor. I spread various woods, pieces of cloth, Huggy Wuggy's head, etc. Here in Blockbuster, I can select an item called Blockbuster Gun. Coming here, I'm going to put a grab pack on my back. I can rotate the grab pack here, position it here nicely so it stays here on my arms, and then I'm going to use this camera, obviously, to record, pretending that I'm playing Poppy Playtime, since that's the intent. And look how the grab pack turned out in my hand. It looks like I'm really holding it. But I'm going to tell you a secret. In third-person view, this looks pretty ugly. But what matters is that it will be in first person. So I'll have to do the following. I'm going to stop here, activate the camera's smooth movement, then I'll walk, but it will be with the shader and light off. I'll look to the side, walk back, and look here. So that's it. This here is the original scene from Poppy Playtime, and this is how my result in Minecraft turned out. We're going straight to the third scenario, which is this one, where we find the mask for the first time. Exactly. You can notice that on the left, there's kind of a Formula 1 car labeled Playtime, and on the right, there's the mask on the wall. I also made this scenario. I took an empty room, used the mini blocks to break everything, to make it look similar, added the model of the Formula 1 car, and added the model of the mask. The result was very, very cool. I think this one was my favorite so far. This mask here, I made in Blockbench, so I didn't even show making it, and the car I got from an add-on. I just painted it the colors of Playtime and put it there. This scene too, what's going to happen for us to record it? I'm going to come here, take my grab pack, make the movement smoother, and I'm going to record here. The character will come, we'll look at the car, and then look at the mask. We'll go there, and we'll stop. It's pretty simple. I can't help it because this Poppy Playtime trailer is not a cinematic trailer. It's a gameplay trailer. So it's showing more or less the things that will be in the Poppy 3 game. And I'm very excited to play Poppy 3. Comment below if you're also excited. This is the original scene, and this is how it turned out in Minecraft that I made. Well, then let's go straight to scene number 4, which is where the smiling critters plushies are. Exactly, look, there's a camera that gets close to them, and they are sitting in a kind of toy place. And then in the back, there are other bears hanging. Yeah, this is quite macabre, but I think the smiling critters so far are my favorites. And this was the scene that took the longest to make, because everything that appears there is practically mini blocks, which to make them is like I was building a scene, but in a tiny way. I made the main base, added the characters on the floor, and the hanging characters, and the result was ready. As I told you, it was the most laborious to make, except for these here that I got from the add-on. I will leave the link to the creator of the add-on in the video description, but pay attention here. All of this I assembled with mini blocks. Imagine doing this here to build things. These bricks here too are mini blocks, so you have to keep placing mini blocks by mini blocks until you build the bricks. It was a lot of work to do this, but the result was was very good, that there is what the original looks like, and this is how mine turned out. You can see that it was worth the effort to make the blocks because it turned out very beautiful. Let's go to the next scene, which is scene number 5, and now it's the first time that Dog Day appears, and he seems to be trapped in a prison. He's with his arms hanging there on one side and the other, and there are some bars in front of him. I started making the scene with the bars, a really tiny place. As I said, it's really tiny. I have to make a scene recording with Dog Day. Here I came outside to show you. I already have the Dog Day character, and it's like this. He's very cool, different from the other Dog Day because there are two. There's this, obviously, but also the Dog Day plushie, which is the smaller one, him as a toy. But it's not this one that I'm going to use, so I have to come here and record a scene with him trapped here inside. I'm going to press the record button. I'll transform into Dog Day, but the difference is that he's kind of weird here, right? Like, he's taller than the prison itself. For that, I think it's enough time, right? Since it appears very little, and so he doesn't look so strange. I'm going to edit his position, lower him a little here, and now just fix his arms, raising them as if they were stuck up there. As I told you, I didn't make this model. I'll leave the creator's channel in the video description in case you want to see it later. And he's also with his head down, so I'm gonna lower his head like this, and his ears are kind of in front of his face, covering his face, so I'm also gonna put that, and it was perfect. I'm just going to position the camera about like this, put some lighting, and it's ready. This is the result of the original, and this is how it turned out in Minecraft. Well, now we're going to scene number 6, and this one is quite difficult because look, for the first time we're going to encounter a new hand on the grab pack. Until now, there was the blue, green, and red hand, and now there's a purple one, which seems to be a mechanical hand. And the scene, it looks like an industry. Kind of difficult to create, but it has to be done. I made it, put the mods, used mini blocks to make it look similar, and I actually liked the result. The result turned out really good. Well, I think this is the hardest part now, because here's the thing. I have this grab pack of mine here, but here it won't have the green hand. It will switch to a purple hand. I'm gonna come here in the model, and I'm gonna select another hand. Look, I made an animation in the block bench app. It turns from green to purple. Obviously, I didn't make it exactly like in the original trailer, because this is Minecraft. Things are square. It's a bit different. It just disappears and comes back. Look, in the original trailer, it's like this. It kind of jumps out, but in my version, it also turned out very beautiful. I think the best was the scenery itself. Now for the next scene, which is number 7, we're going to use the purple hand again. The difference is that now we use an energy line, and this is going to be the big problem. Of course, the scene was also very difficult to make. I took a long time to make this scene because I had to make the models of the energy receivers, created the somewhat red toxic lake, put the glasses, all the cables spread on the ceiling, and look, it turned out very good. But the problem I told you about is the following. In the original trailer, we pull our hand here, and the purple one, it pulls an energy wire here. But I tried a lot. I swear to you, I think I spent half an hour trying to figure out how I was going to do this in Minecraft. And yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I even imagined that I could create that energy line with a fishing rod, but it wouldn't look good because it's not purple. I decided to focus more on the scenery and the lighting. You can be sure that it turned out very good. Because look at this. This here is the original. It has all this red ambiance, and in Minecraft I managed to recreate this red ambiance in the shaders too. Now let's go to scene number 8, and this one is also very cool. It has an industrial vibe. As you can see, it has kind of a toxic red lake. I don't know if it's a lake or a toxic red smoke, and we use our hand to jump, and this part will be fun to do. I will manage. You know why? Because I recreated the whole scenery neatly, inspired by the original, and I think it turned out better with lighting. And look how cool. Remember I told you that he jumps? I managed to make a functional hand. If I press the right mouse button, look, it moves forward. So if I look up, for example, at the window and press, my hand takes me there. This is really functional. Look, I press, and every time I press, so I just come here to start recording, press the hand here, and it will throw me forward. But I will have to make a position where I can look down, because in the camera of the original video, he sees this whole little lake here. I still don't know if it's a lake or if it's smoke, but it's very pretty. In the original scene, it's all shiny, and my scene in Minecraft turned out like that too, all shiny. I really like the result. Let's go. We're in the final stretch. Only 4 more scenes left for the trailer to be ready. The next one is this one here. It's a corridor, and it's the first appearance of Catnap in front of the camera. I made this corridor quite quickly, and it turned out very cool. Look, how it turned out, it's quite simple, very similar. It's made of wood. The difference is that I need to make Catnap running here in front. To do this, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to come here, I'll position a camera about where I think it is. I think it's about here below, so the camera will be here. Exactly. With the camera positioned, I can come outside inside, press the record button. I'll become the giant catnap. In this case, this one here, not the little one, okay? It's the big one. Then I press the camera and walk forward. Look, he passes, but the position is a little wrong. Wait, like this. Let me go back. Now again, press, and now just walk forward. He will pass here, and it's kind of ready now for recording. Come back your little jacket, and of course, with the shaders, it will be much cooler with all the lighting because this one is from the original. You can see that it's all dark, but my version also turned out good because the lighting is very dark. Finally to scene 10. Only 2 more scenes left, and now we're going to meet Kissy Missy. This is actually quite cool because I missed in the last Poppy Playtime, we didn't have much interaction with Kissy Missy. This is going to be really cool. Her scene was quite easy to build, which is just a blue base with yellow wires behind and a starry sky. As I said, look, quite easy to build. This blue base here, the yellow wires, and up there, a starry sky. This sky here is an image. Going up here, the sky is fake. It's an image. It's going to be easy. Just stop here, record a little scene with Kissy Missy standing. This one will be quite easy. Here I see that she's floating because the camera won't capture everything. And finally, we come here and record a little scene with Poppy. Wow, this Poppy is huge. I'll leave her standing, and then I'll tweak her animation to make her smaller. As you can see, this here is the original Poppy scene, and this is how mine turned out. I made Poppy smaller and such. It turned out pretty cute. Let's go quickly do the last 2 scenes. No dragging to show you the complete result of the trailer. Be right back. Well, as I said, to not drag on too much, I'm gonna show you the last 2 scenes that are missing, which are Dog Day coming out of a pipe, and then Catnap in a completely red background with a very large smoke. The Catnap tunnel I built like this. It was also very, very difficult, like the smiling critters there, because much of this scene was used chisel and bits, which are the mini blocks. Look, really all this here you're seeing was block by block. Yes, as I said, it's a lot of work. And the last, obviously, is the scene where Catnap is with all that red smoke. This was the easiest scene. I reconstructed it in a straight line and such. It was quite easy to do. I just put some simple decorations here, nothing much. What will be more work is the lighting. The following. I have this wand. It's capable of creating light. I'm gonna add several lights here behind, and then in the shaders, these lights here will turn red, giving the sensation of red smoke. You'll see, it's gonna be very cool. That's it. Here is the complete result of the Poppy Playtime 3 trailer inside Minecraft.
S-M-I-L-E every day! When you are down and out, you'll need it brown and out. Smiling players in the sun. S-M-I-L-E!
The following message is for all Playtime Company employees.
What's happening down here is bigger than all of us. I need you. So we can get revenge on those monsters who tortured you. Who tortured us. We're coming! Just slow down! Prototype has to die. For this. For everything.
We finished the first trailer for Poppy Playtime, but there are still 5 trailers left for us to recreate here in Minecraft. And the next one I'm going to do is the cartoon trailer of the Smiling Critters, where it tells their story. So let's go. Entering the original trailer, we notice that there's a lot to do. I'm going to separate everything into a list and we'll create it together. As the trailer is a 2D animation, I'll start by separating each background scene that appears to recreate a Minecraft version. I'll take each character that appears, but inside Minecraft. And these characters here, I got from an add-on. I'll leave the link to the add-on owner in the description. And finally, I'll make the scenarios in 3D. So that's what I did. I recreated the 3D scenario, which is the main house of the Smile Critters. In this case, I think this house belongs to Dog Day, since there's a bone in it, and Dog Day is a dog. And look, the house is ready here in mine. It's a small scenario, but it became a pretty nice one. Look at this. It has details here. Look, mailbox, door. I made the details with chisel and bits. Their house turned out pretty cool, but this isn't the first scene we're going to do. Looking here, the first scene that appears in the trailer is the rabbit walking in a place with rainbows and clouds. Then there's an all yellow room. It's easy to recreate this too because it's just painting a place yellow. Then comes a wave and a scenario appears with a pink background and triangle symbols. And then a background with hearts appears. The problem is that to make these scenarios, they are not made in Mine, but in an image app. I opened the Photoshop program where I can edit the images and create 2D scenarios in it. This first part of the trailer is ready. It starts with the green rabbit kicking a ball. Then the pink pig tries to eat a hamburger. And then it switches to the chicken surfing. The red bear appears in the background of hearts. He is thrown with the painting far away and Catnap appears. And Dog Day pulls the logo of the Smile Critters. I did all this based on 2D Photoshop, but at the end of the video, I'll show you the complete trailer result. Because now that the first part is over, we have to go to the second stage. The next step is to create the scenes for the 3D scenarios. And as I mentioned to you, here is the house from the 3D scenario, but I haven't shown you something. When I enter it, look, there's nothing inside because the house is fake. Because if I use game mode 3 and go down here to the spectator, the real house is here. And this is where the scene of them sleeping at the pajama party, scared of the windy weather outside, will take place. Then Catnap appears to make them sleep. To start recording the characters here inside, I'm going to press this button here. As most of you already know, I have a mod that allows me to select several characters at the same time. For those who don't know, which I find very unlikely, this is the Blockbuster mod. I stopped here with the little elephant, where he will stand still, but I kept moving. I stopped recording with him. Come here again in the Blockbuster mod and select the next character, which is Picky Pig. There are various different bears from the Smile Critters. I let the piggy stand still here too, and I repeated this same action several times until I managed to record with all the Smile Critters. And look, I created a scene with each character of the Smile Critters. Dubba Dubba Fant the Unicorn, Picky Pig, Bobby Bear Hug, I think that's his name, Dog Day, Hoppy Hopperscotch, and Kickin' Chicken something. I don't remember the name of this chicken here. Then you're wondering, okay, but this here looks nothing like the original scene. And in the original drawing, they're sitting with a blanket and a pillow. So now comes the annoying part. I have to go to the scene I created for them, select Dubba Dubba Font, for example, and click on Edit Camera. This will open a new screen. On this screen, I can move the camera wherever I want. I can create a sitting position for him. This is just me editing his little legs here and making him sit down. In this case, I think he's going to be more lying down than sitting. I think he's kind of like this. Adjust his position, and look, when I play again, he will be sitting. Look how cute. But we're still missing the blanket with the pillow, right? And I add several of these models I created, which are blankets with pillows. I'm going to place one in each position. It's just me changing the side, like rotating. And after a long time, finally, I added all of them sitting nicely in each position. Dubba Dubba Fant here, looking to the side. These two here, who are friends in the corner. Dog Day on the sofa. And well, this first part here is now ready, which is all of them sitting down. The next scene is this one. Catnap knocks on the door, and they all get very happy because they're scared of the storm outside and they want to sleep. And the only person who can make them sleep is Catnap because he has smoke in his mouth. And let's be honest, that smoke probably isn't good for them, but they don't know. So you must be asking, wow, but where is Catnap going to appear? He will appear where everyone is looking, which is at that door there. There's no door there. Yes, true, because this scene will be separate. I'm going to go up here now, and here, look, I already set it up nice and neat here to save time. I made a fake scenario. Yes, things in movies are usually fake, guys. Like this here is just a scenario that's not going to be down there together. I'm just going to record a camera here showing Catnap arriving. This is going to be easy. I'll create a path here. Look, and then I place the camera where I want. I can also zoom in like this, and great. Then I create another camera and I go back a little. And when we release the animation, it will make this zoom animation very cool. And the result of the second scene turned out more or less like this. They are there, all cute in their house, scared of the wind. Dog Day says it's going to be alright and such, but then suddenly they hear someone knocking on the door, and it's Catnap who came to help them sleep. But there's still one more scene left, and relax. At the end of the video, I'll put the complete trailer for you to watch, okay? So you don't need to watch it part by part. Now let's go. I went them back inside their house, because here's the thing. In this other scene, they will finally be able to sleep. Catnap is going to help them sleep with this smoke, and they are going to be really goofy. Look at this. They will be laughing to one side and the other. Happy, joyful, jumping. But actually, this smoke is kind of a poison, and in the end, they end up like that. I told you this smoke wasn't going to be good for them, but let's go. To do this, I've already prepared something. I edited each character in a different position. For example, this unicorn will have his hands up because he will be laughing. In the drawing itself, he has his little hands up, laughing a lot. Dog Day. I also made him here with his hands up, but I'm gonna leave them a bit more open, like this. Open this hand a bit. And I think I'm also going to lift Dog Day's ear because, if I remember correctly, he gets happier with that smoke. There, done. And now, lastly, Bobby Bear Hug. This one here, I'm going to adjust his arms. Hug, which is the name of this critter here. Bobby Bear Hug reminds me of Huggy Wuggy, right? Which means hug. Maybe this one also likes a hug. I don't know. And lastly, Catnap. What I'm gonna do with him is just leave him standing still to the side with his mouth releasing the smoke. So let me lower it a bit here. Lift his arm a bit, like this. Done. His view will be more or less this. Now it's just about recording each one in a different corner of the room, because it's kind of gonna be a close-up, you know? The camera will capture the character alone. I'm going to come here to the other corner of the room. Oops! Click to cry. I'm going to record with Dog Day too. He's going to have his hands like this up. Later, I can make a different animation on him too. No problem. I'm gonna come here to the other corner of the room and record with Bobby Bear Hug too, with his little hands up. Alright, after showing each one separately, I also need to record with them here in the middle in the original scene. I'll give you an example. They're all playing, smiling in the middle, while Catnap, he's exactly here in the center, back there. And then I recorded with all the characters happy in the middle of the room. Look, and there they all are. Cute, singing, dancing, while Catnap is in this corner here, standing still, just releasing the smoke. Later, in the editing, I'll add a red smoke, which is what appears, and great. Now there will be a cut, and it will show this scene of all of them kind of lying on the floor. And to do this, I'll have to animate each one of them separately lying on the floor. I'm going to animate one by one here. This one is Bobby Bear Hug. He's all worn out on the floor. Then I come here, place another model here, put Dog Day sitting up there. Here I place Catnap sitting as well, because he's going to be the only one awake, looking at everyone on the floor. I'll put the rabbit here too. And then I place all the remaining characters on the floor, and I'm going to show you the final result, the complete trailer of Smile Critters in Minecraft. Remember that this week there will still be scenes from Five Nights at Freddy's and the original Poppy 3 trailer. So stay with the result. See you later.
S-M-I-L-E every day. When you are down and out, no need to frown and pout. The Smiley Critters here to say S-M-I-L-E every day.
The wind's really scary. I can't sleep.
Hey, we'll be okay, guys. I promise. All winds blow away. Eventually. Catnap! Please, help us go to sleep, Catnap!
We need it, Catnap.
Please help us!
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
We finished the second trailer. I really liked it, but now let's move on to the third one, which is the final trailer for Poppy Playtime 3. This trailer shows things that hadn't appeared before, like the Sky Dome, the Catnap, etc. But let's go make this trailer now. Looking here at the trailer, the first thing that appears is this scenario where the Sky Dome is located, where you do all the missions from the new Poppy Playtime game. There's the orphanage, the school, the playhouse there, which is also where Dog Day is. I separated all the scenarios that appear in this trailer. We're gonna gonna need to recreate everything in today's video. Obviously, I started with the Sky Dome. I kind of had to build the center, then the statues, each separate house, the playhouse, the orphanage, the school, and it was quite difficult to make all of them. And after a long time building, I finished. Look at this. The Sky Dome is complete. It's just like from Poppy Playtime. Here is the orphanage, Miss Delight's school, the playhouse, where Dog Day happens. Type it in the comments. F Dog Day. I can't believe what happened to him. Here's a little pond, a museum, and here's the shop. Then here are the separate statues, but the scenery itself is very beautiful. I'm gonna split the recording into 3 parts. The first one will be the recording of all the Sky Dome scenes. In that case, all the trailer scenes that I have to film on the street, I'll film here. Then, all the scenes that involve a room, bed, cart, I'll film in another part. And lastly, the scenes inside the orphanage and in the industrial part will be filmed in another setting as well. But let's start from the beginning, right? Which will be here at the Sky Dome. The first thing I have to do, as far as I know, is to stop up here in an open field of vision and position a camera about here. Then I move a bit forward, down, and position another camera. Doing this, when I play it, it kind of has a camera movement slowly approaching. And it turned out really cool, even more so, with this whole beautiful scenery here. Another scene that we have to create as well, we'll be using this grab pack. That appears in the trailer, us using it and walking up to this sign, looking at the whole map, and then going up to the orphanage. By the way, this image here, I took it from the game itself. It has all the parts here. There's also a scene that is zooming in on this school, where Miss Delight is, right? That crazy teacher. It took me so long to defeat her in the game. Anyone who watched my live playing Pop Playtime 3 knows it took me a long time. So, and there's also a scene, let me remove the cameras here, a scene where we zoom in on the playhouse, which in this case is where Dog Day is. Seriously, I really like Dog Day, for real. He was supposed to be a great friend of ours. Too bad, he went to F. We already have the general close-up scene. We have Dog Day. We have the complete map scene of the school from the playhouse. And now the last scene that I think we have to do here in the Sky Dome. It's the part where Kissy Missy appears. So I'm going to come here in the mode, and I've separated Kissy Missy and Poppy. These two. In the game, when you're coming out of the house and you go down here, Kissy kind of surprises you with a jump scare and appears in your face. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna record with Kissy. In this case with Poppy, I'll leave little Poppy standing here on the side, and here in front, she kind of jumping on me. I'm gonna put Kissy Missy, and now I'm gonna make an animation for Kissy Missy to make her kind of moving and getting ready to jump on me. This here is not the complete scene of Kissy Missy's jump scare. It's just the part that's in the trailer. The trailer doesn't show everything, but if you want, I can make a video recreating the full scenes of Poppy Playtime 3. I think that's a good position for her. Do this, comment down below. Jaquinho, make the full scenes of Poppy Playtime 3. Maybe I could do that too, because today it's just the trailer, but in another video, because doing all the scenes is gonna be a lot of work. If just the trailer is already a challenge, imagine the scenes. But we completed the entire part of the trailer that had to be done in the Sky Dome, which was a general view, the view of the school, showing the playhouse, and then Kissy with Poppy, and they ended up like this in Minecraft. I'll give you a spoiler, but remember that at the end of the video, I'll put the complete trailer, but I'm gonna leave a little preview for you to see how it's turning out. So now let's separate the other parts of the scene that still need to be done in this video. In this case, the second part now will be the rooms. In the Poppy trailer, beds appear several times. The carts, where he's walking, the room with Bobby Bear hugging, and in this case, everything is already neatly arranged here, kind of like this. I've made many Poppy Playtime videos on the channel, and over these videos, I've already created rooms and beds from PlayCare, because there are quite a few videos, so I kind of use them. And I just put this Bobby Bear huggy here. I made him live too, but here this scene is quite simple. I just use this grab pack while I record showing Bobby Bear huggy from the side, and I'm rotating my camera like this. See, in the game, everything is dark around, but of course, in Minecraft, it's going to be with shaders and much more beautiful. It's going to look a lot like the original. There's also another room that appears, and this one has these boxes in the background. I don't remember exactly which part of Poppy has this, but it's in the trailer, right? You can see the boxes in the back, and a hole here. Oh right, I think I know. At the orphanage, when we fall into this hole, here I have other scenes. In this case, they are not of a room, but they are kind of in the same map as the room. I made this tape, and I made this place here to leave our little hand. Exactly. And this hand is really cool. I made it from scratch, and it shoots this glow during the trailer. It's going to look very beautiful in the official trailer too. I think there's one more bedroom scene that we have to do now, which in this case is this one. When we pull the Playtime card and make it hit the boxes at the back, I again reuse that same room, because in Poppy, it's almost all the same. Just several beds scattered around. Here's a ramp and the cart. It's going to hit unlock this door. In this case, the cart will have to be here. So I'm going to get a cart that I've already made in a past Poppy video. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to press to record. In this case, I'll just leave it stationary. It has PlayTime written on the back there, and then it will go this way and kind of ramp up and break the door. The trailer doesn't show it breaking the door, so I don't need to show that. Only if later I'm going to make the video of the complete scene, then I would need to, but not now. Well, look, I made an animation here for the cart kind of moving back and forth because before it activates, it kind of goes to the right and to the left. Can you tell? And I also need this grab pack because here's the thing. When I press the right button, this hand goes forward, so it goes forward. I'm going to release it as if I were holding it. As you can see here in Poppy, it kind of, the blue hand is holding the back of the cart and then it moves. In Minecraft, this scene also turned out really cool. It's with shaders there. Nice lighting. Here's also another scenario. This one is going to be pretty straightforward. For those who don't know, this is kind of the center of the house, of the daycare. We have to fetch some generators to unlock the generator that's here. If I place a camera about here, leave it stationary, and make a keyframe, it will also make a very smooth movement approaching, and it's going to look very nice. And I also created a scenario with a place to put the first tape. And there on the floor are some character heads scattered around from each character, like Catnap, Huggy Wuggy, Kissy Missy. In this case, this is Miss Delight's room. Look, it turned out very cute. There are the school chairs and such, but of course the scenery is all fake and everything. But it turned out pretty nice, right? I made it very detailed like this. Yeah, this one is also pretty easy, right? Just put it here and here a camera and let the camera slowly approach just to show you the comparison. This is how it is in the official Pop Playtime, and this is how it turned out in Minecraft. Now that the part of the room scenes is done, we're moving on to the more industrial parts. Let's say that, like this map here, for example, here is that part of Huggy Wuggy, where it's more like an office, in the middle of the actual industrial factory, where Catnap is chasing you. And then you get the first jump scare from Catnap. Man, that jump scare was terrible. But this one is also just a stationary camera. Yeah, I made these scenes, but I made most of them, and I couldn't get the replay mod. But look, here you know which one it is. It's Miss Delight's science room. We kind of stand here, and the light starts to flicker. I won't be able to show you how I'm gonna do this, because I need a shader to show the lighting, but it's gonna be somewhat like this. Look, flickering. The light flickering all the time. I also separated some grab packs here, and each one does something. This one is the green hand, which in this case, I'm gonna have to use here. I'll press that button, a green light will come, and I'll bring this green light along here, which in this case, the green hand, it gets electrified. When you press that button there, it becomes electric, and we bring the electricity along. Here in this scenario, we have a scene to do with Catnap. I have to place Catnap, and he's gonna be like this, all weird. I have to position him just right, like this. It's very difficult to position Catnap here, because he's all weird, all twisted here. He appears there in the corner, and then, when we approach him, he takes off his head. The difference is that we're with this gun here. Fire a shot, and the moment the shot shines, he disappears. Here we have another scene in which I took this grab pack here, look, holding the energy cube there, the spinner of energy battery. We come here and throw the battery inside there, and that's it. In this case, it's just about throwing the battery in there really, and switch grab packs, which will give the illusion that we really threw it in there. Okay, now on this map here, another scene we have to do is here. This scene here is the maze, where we kind of hallucinate, and it chases us. The Hug Wuggy Nightmare. Look at this model of Hug Wuggy that I made. It turned out insanely beautiful, didn't it? It's just me recording the scene of him running here. The difference is that the camera will be here on the screen. And now that the industrial scenes are also finished, there's one more that I kind of forgot to mention, and it's the last one. It's where Catnap appears, there in that playground, with the smiling critters. And well, I kind of have this playground here already. I used these bricks that I made in one of my Poppy Playtime videos a while back. It was kind of full of smiling critters teddy bears sitting here in front. The last thing I did was to record the missing scenes with Catnap, and our trailer is ready. And well, that's it. Stay with the result there. This was probably the best Poppy trailer that I've ever made in my life. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment if you also want the complete scenes of Pop. Stay with the result. Bye.
Play Care, our very own on-site orphanage. But it's not only that. It's a school, a playhouse, a place to belong.
know what happened and why. This is your answer.
All that awaits you are incomprehensible horrors. Smiling mouths full of teeth and meat and plastic. This world is theirs now. Welcome home.
The third trailer is finished, and in my opinion, this was the best of all. Well, now let's move on to the fourth one, and this is a video of the story of Catnap. The creator of this video is Horror Skunks, and I'm going to recreate this story inside Minecraft, so let's go. I've already made some videos about it on Horror Skunks' channel. His videos are very good. He creates various famous monsters in real life, and this time the story is about Catnap and why he turned evil. The story begins like this. Catnap is a boy's plushie until one day it was thrown in the trash and sought revenge. So let's start. The first scene will be this one where he's in a room sitting on the bed with his plush toy, which is Catnap, and his parents are very angry, wanting to throw Catnap away in the trash, but this doesn't make sense, and that's what will make Catnap turn evil at the end of the story. So I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna leave mine, and I'll open here a Minecraft city map that I've used in several videos on the channel, and I will choose one of these houses to make his room. It can be any of these houses here that I will completely change. I will sort of decorate it to look like his room. So that's what I did. I chose a house and decorated it to look just like the house in the real life scene. And seriously, it turned out very beautiful. And look, this is how the room turned out. I really liked it. Here will be the bed where he will be sitting. And here will be the background decoration where his parents will appear. So let's go. I'm going to record the scene. I'm here in the Bluster mod, and I separated all the characters. This one will be the father. This one will be the child. In this case, it's me. And this one will be the mother. I will stop here on top of the bed, and I will press to record with Catnap swinging me very cutely, and he's like thinking, I'm with my pet, which is Catnap, I'm very happy, etc. But as I said, his parents are not very happy with this creature because it kind of moves, right? Where does a plushie move and talk? This is even kind of strange. Then the father, no, you're not gonna keep this creature, I'm gonna throw it away. Cut here. Now I take the mother to this side and also record the scene with her, and she's just supporting the father, right? Saying that she's gonna throw his little creature away and stuff, and that's it. Cutting. And I think this first part of the room is ready. There's not much more to do inside. Well, as the first one is ready, this is how it originally looks in the Horror Skunks video, and this is how the scene turned out in Minecraft. It turned out very good too. And well, this was just the first part that's ready. We still have to create all the others. Now the next scene will be him remembering the happy memories he had with Catnap, them playing ball, them driving a car. You can see that they had many good moments together, the boy and Catnap. But as the father wants to throw Catnap in the trash, he's very sad about it. That's why he's reminiscing about these moments. So the first memory I'm going to create is him driving a car. I'll place a recording here on the road itself with a car model that I have. Look, I'll put it nicely parked here, and it seems a bit strange, right? It's pretty small compared to how it is in the trailer. I'm thinking of placing here behind a kind of block to seem like a somewhat dark background. Of course, I'll use shaders and lighting that will make this much more realistic. The next happy memory he has is him playing soccer with Catnap. So I went to the city and found a soccer field, and I modified it by creating a goal to appear like the one in the original video. And look, here I have a field where I created this goal, and it turned out really nice. I'm gonna place Catnap here, look, in the goal while the little boy is playing soccer. And he goes there and kicks the ball towards the goal. It's gonna be really cool. I'll stop here. I'll press to record with Catnap. He will stand cutely defending here, thinking that for some reason he will be able to catch the ball that the boy kicks, even though he's made of cloth. Then I'll put myself in another recording here. Look, running, and kick the ball towards the goal. If I come here in the mod and search for ball, the only one I really have is a basketball. But for now, I'll leave this basketball. It's not a soccer ball, but later in the editing, I'll swap it and put a soccer ball, okay? It's just for now. Leave the ball here. He's kicking. It goes in. After that happens, the ball hits Catnap, and he's thrown backwards, kind of stuck here on the goal. Let me create a position for him here, as if he's being stuck here at the back. All right? To create a position for him, he's going to look a bit sad because, well, nobody likes getting hit by a ball. And right after, he's going to fall to the ground. He's going to fall here. And from what I know, he's going to fall neatly seated. I'll arrange his position to fall sitting down, pull him here, he falls like this, and he's sad. And look how the animation turned out. Very pretty. The ball hit him and he fell, and they're kind of smiling, like laughing at the situation because it's no use crying. He laughed at the situation because he found it funny. And well, this here is the original scene of the best moments they lived together inside the car, playing soccer nicely. And this is how the scene turned out in Minecraft. Remembering that I'm only showing the spoiler to you, but at the end of the video, I'll put everything together and show you the complete scene, the entire video. The next scene we make from the video is when now his father throws Catnap in the trash right after the memories. His father takes him away and throws him there, and obviously he's very sad in the rain. This isn't nice, right? I'll try to find a place here on the city map that looks similar, and I'll decorate it a little, put some trash cans to make it look pretty. That's what I did. I went to the edge of the map where there was a flatter part. I decorated it with some trash cans and such to make it look nice. It's gonna be here that he's gonna be thrown. The first thing I have to do, obviously, is to place a little box here for him because he's going to come out of this box. I separated in the mod a scene with Catnap standing still, and another of his father with his box. The father more or less comes from this part, walks up to here, goes and throws it. I stop the recording. Then I'll make a camera cut so it doesn't obviously appear, and Catnap comes out here from his little box all sad, like, oh no, they threw me away, how horrible. Wait, just let me make the camera cut. Stop. Alright, now it continues. Why was I thrown away? And it starts raining. He goes all sad and he follows his life alone for a much longer time. Look, the camera cut looks really neat. See, he throws the box here, comes out as if he's been thrown, and he's crouched down inside because the camera kind of turns. See, and he comes out nicely from here and holds his hand like, please don't leave me alone. I'm very sad, and I even feel sorry for him now. Well, right after that, we have to go to a street where he will be walking. Let me just show you an example. This is how the original from the trash turned out, and this is how it turned out in Minecraft, just so you have an idea of how things are turning out. Lastly, I'll do all the scenes at once, which will be the following: a sequence. First, he'll be walking on the street, then he'll look to the side, we'll find his family's house, we'll look through the window, and it's Christmas. He'll see that the child, his owner, got a new toy. He'll get jealous and very angry. He'll enter the house and will release all that smoke of his and turn evil. And that's how the story ends. Let's create all these scenes now to not waste time. Alright, let's find a house to be his family's house. I decorated a part with the parking lot where he will be walking. And look how cute it turned out. He will be walking here. I've already done the scene to not take too long. It turned out really cool. He looks to the side, and here beside him, he sees his house. But there's a detail. When he turns, this here is not his house. With the camera cuts and a lot of editing, I couldn't find a place that looked like the house. So I went to another place on the map and chose a house that looked very similar. I decorated it with Christmas stuff, a sofa, presents, a Christmas tree, and more. And now, yes, the original house. Now when he turns to the side, we're gonna make a camera cut and he's gonna look, and here will be the original house. I decorated it nicely. He's gonna look here through the window, going inside. Everything becomes very beautiful and decorated. There's Christmas, there's the sofa, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the scene with them at the tree here, cute and such, on a Christmas day, where the father and mother will give a new present to him, like a new toy, and Catnap will see it and get very angry and turn evil. So I'll place his father here, standing still, then I'll make a recording with the mother also here on the side, looking at him all happy, like, wow, we're going to give a present to our son. The son, as you know, I used my skin here. It's cute. Put my skin and perfect. Now we're going to put Catnap spying on everything from outside, already getting a bit angry. He's going to climb up here. I think I can leave him here in the trash, just like this. It's going to be very cool. I'm thinking if I'll make his face angry or not, but I don't know. If I come here later and release the camera, I'll be able to create an animation for him. He kind of goes down here to the child's hand. I placed a little sheep, which is going to be his new toy. And Catnap, I made the animation of him coming down. I didn't put him on top of the trash can. I preferred to put him there to make it better. He comes down all the way. When he comes down, now yes, the lights in the house start to flicker, etc., etc. And I'm going to record with Catnap entering inside. And then he releases smoke from his mouth and makes everyone laugh. Look at this. The father fell on the floor. I placed him here. I can position him sitting on the sofa here because he's going to be sitting at the end of the scene. The father and mother are kind of sleeping with the sleep smoke that he releases from his mouth, and the child all happy next to Catnap. I'm gonna place them sitting here on the sofa. I'll just need to position them one by one, but in the end, it's gonna turn out pretty cute. Place him here like this. He stays standing there still. I think that was kind of it. Our scenes are over. I'll leave you with the complete result, so watch the origin of Catnap inside Minecraft.
You never listen, do you? How many times have I told you to throw that thing away?
Mama, please.
I've had enough! It's time to grow up!
But, Mama, please,
It gives you nightmares anyways.
No! Grow up and stop crying! Now give me the thing!
How do you understand? I love him. He's my best friend.
It's time to go. It's time.
Do you want to be my best friend?
You can think
Are you okay?
I hate you.
You crybaby! Give me the thing now! Give it to me!
No, my best friend, Mama.
I wish you were more like your brother.
Friendship stays forever. Thinking about you every day.
Is this for you, son?
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Wow! I love it!
You like it?
Yes, it's so beautiful! Wow, wow, wow!
Wherever you are.
What's going on?
Catnip.
All right, we finished the 4th trailer. Now let's move on to the 5th. And the next one I'm gonna do isn't a trailer, but rather the teaser for Poppy Playtime 3. This was the first teaser I recreated about Poppy Playtime, so let's go.
As you can see, it'll be in Playcare, Pop Playtime's crash site. Right off the bat, there's a scene with a broken train, and this was the final train of Chapter 2. So I'll start recreating it in Blockbench, starting at the base. Then I did a part where the train's driver sits. Lastly, I added the wheels, and the result came out like this. Yeah, I like it a lot. It really looks like a pop train. Next, I called my friend to help me build the scene. We built a mini tunnel where the train will go, and we put a 3D model inside it. With my friend's help, we added decoration in front, like fire, etc. And look, the map is almost ready. Just need to add a little detail here. Look, we created a tunnel in the back. The tunnel is just a copy made to look like the Playcare tunnel. My friend added some random decor here. You can see there's a bike and some wheels. But those won't be in the trailer. It's just for casting shadows. The shadow is like debris. You'll understand when you see the final result. Also, the train here is all broken. In the middle, I'll put this fire particle. Because in the original trailer, the camera is here with the train on fire. So yeah, it's going to look great. Check this out. I'll give you a spoiler. This is the first scene of the trailer. This here is how it looked in Pop Playtime. And this is how it looks in Minecraft. You like it? Because that was just the first one. We're gonna recreate the whole trailer in Minecraft. The next scene in the Pop 3 trailer is quite simple. Check it out. It's just a door labeled Playcare. So I'm gonna use this tunnel right here. And I built this square here. I'll make a hole here for the door. So look, here's the train. Right behind it is the door opening. To do this, I placed the door in the middle. I created it in Blockbench, the same app where I made this train. I'm gonna put this sign here next to the words Playcare. Check it out. It's literally a door with Playcare written, but you can see some mistakes. First, we cover everything up so it looks like just an open door. Then we put fences around because you can see some iron bars. And then here and here, I'll add some details with mini blocks, like some iron pipes, you see. This part was pretty easy to do. Take a look. In the original trailer, it was like this, and in Minecraft, it ended up like this. It looks pretty good. Let's move on to the third scene from the trailer. Third scene feels like we're in a room. I think it's the Playcare room because there are chairs to the side and the floor has scratches like some monster's been here. Okay, so I'm gonna reconstruct this scene in Minecraft. To rebuild it, I created a sort of corridor shape, and then I made a square section for the chairs to the side. Raising the walls, I added all the details I thought I needed, like the chairs, tables, and the skirting boards below, and the wood above the ceiling, and of course, the door's pillars. I gotta tell you, this scene turned out really cool. So I'm done building for now. Let me go back to regular Jake. And look at it, it's really cool. Here it looks like a door because there's nothing here onwards. I just left a black thing. I set it on the floor with tissel and beads. It's this little shovel thing you guys already know. I can make mini blocks with it. So check it out, I can make holes, for example. Then inside, I put this other mini block here. Darker wood to imitate. Yeah, it wasn't that big, right? I put it like this, look, to imitate like a scratch. And this scene turned out really cool. Well, it's my second favorite scene so far. I like the train one the most. But if you guys want to see the result, like this is the Pop Playtime trailer scene with this blue corridor, and here's what it looked like in Minecraft. Really cool. And now we're gonna do something really fun.
And honestly, I've been excited to get to this part. We're finally at the scene where Hugwug is shown. But Hugwug, he's got some issues. As you can see, he's missing his head. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to build this scene and put the Hugwug model on the floor with some scratches. I had my friend work on this part while I was working on another to speed things up, right? Better 2 builders than just one, and look at the outcome. I'm showing you this spooky scene with a headless Huggy Wuggy. Over here on the trailer, there's a teddy too. Then I had him put this teddy in for me. Like I said, while he was building this, I was working on another spot. As for the phone and Huggy Wuggy, I made those with 3D modeling software Blockbench, and honestly, it came out pretty cute. Just look at the phone and Huggy Wuggy. Yeah, I'm happy with their look. Well, now that we recreated the torn Huggy, the original version and the Minecraft version turned out cool, so I'm gonna jump to another cool part of the trailer. It's more creepy because it's just Huggy Wuggy's head now. Remember when he had no head? Well, there's his head. To do this, I'm going to use an Atom model and upgrade it. See, I've got this cute Huggy Wuggy model, but what am I gonna do? I'm going to delete all his parts, like legs, arms, everything. Just the head will remain, literally. Then, I'll mold his head to match the trailer's version, with his mouth open, for instance. Then back here, wait, gotta shift it a bit. Here in the back is another cube. Yeah, I know it doesn't look like the trailer, but it's square, right? Everything square is tough. So I shaped it to resemble the trailer's version. Added blood around his head and a metal rod through it to match. Truth be told, I didn't think it would turn out this good. Given everything's square, it's a bit challenging in Minecraft, but this one turned out really cool. So in the trailer, she's kind of like a shadow. There's a light behind that highlights her head, making her kind of dark. So here, the blood and dagger on his head won't show much. I'll remove her here, and I put her inside this white cube. Why'd I put her in this white cube? It's to pretend it's a background. The camera will be kind of like this. I'll zoom, 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 zoom. The camera will be like this. The difference is I'll use some shaders, and that's how his camera will look. Seriously, it'll look great, trust me. Our trailer's almost done. I'm so excited to see the final result. Like I said, it's almost all ready. There are a few things I haven't done. For instance, drawings of PlayCare kids and their pictures show up. Like this is a drawing that shows up, and this is a picture. It's on a wall with scratches and writing. So my friend and I built the wall, added all the drawings and scratches. We used the same block and made a huge wall, then filled it with little papers. So yeah, we're in the final stretch to finish the Pop 3 trailer. Look at our map. I put the wall here and we added the little papers. For instance, this is a photo of a PlayCare kid. Here's a drawing of her. And this scratch is from the new Pop Playtime creature, not revealed yet. It's kind of purple. You can see in the trailer thumbnail, it shows its paw. I'm really curious to play Pop 3. I'm so excited it's written, I live to serve Ranger of Salvation. I might be wrong, but it says, I live to serve the Salvation Angel. Maybe the Salvation Angel is the purple creature. People think it's a cat from the drawings and stuff. Got some more shots here. This camera specifically. Camera angle will be like this, showing the top text. I celebrate life. It wondered me, right? Yep, some weird stuff. Pop Playtime has its weird moments. As you know, we did all these parts. Here's the train part with its set. There's the hallway, Hugwug phone scenes, and I added a candle set too. Didn't show this back part. Was annoying to do, honestly. This here is a photo, for example. Didn't show you, but in the trailer. It shows this monster. It's a monster with parts from different toys. If you look close, that's Hug's head up there. This is Brom's head. This is Bunzo Bunny's head. I tried out the 1.006 here. So basically, lots of toys combined into a shadow. The original trailer looked pretty different, but I took a screenshot, cut it out, did what I could. So here's the full Pop